everyone. Once again, welcome back to our YouTube channel Aeronautical Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about the what is meant by thermodynamics, basic definition, and what are the different law under the thermodynamics and different terminology which are using in thermodynamics. Start from the first topic, that is thermodynamics. Thermodynamics. So the thermodynamics word contain the two words, two terms. That is first one the thermo and second one is the dynamic. So thermo means heat, whereas dynamic means study. So if you want to say what do you mean by thermodynamics, thermodynamics is a branch of physics thermodynamics is a branch of physics where we are studying about the effect of energy, heat and work. So basically the thermodynamics is nothing but just we are studying the effect of heat, energy and work in a system. Now different law under the thermodynamics. So before going to discuss the law, first we have to know what do you mean by heat and then temperature, all things. So heat is a form of energy which give us just sensation of warmth. Form of energy which give sensation of warmth. Temperature. As you know that temperature is just a degree of hotness or coldness of a body. How much the body having heat or low temperature. So this is degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Now there are three laws of thermodynamics. First law, second law and third law. So we are going to discuss about first law. Before the definition, we are just first we know the concept. What are the concept behind the first law? So see, just I am taking a cylinder having a piston. If we are giving del Q amount of heat in that cylinder, so due to that heat, this one is a piston, this one is a cylinder. So due to that heat addition, some amount of work will done, that is del W. When we are giving Q amount of heat, the piston got expand due to the volume increases. So first law of thermodynamics tell that it is also called the law of conservation of energy. Energy can be neither created nor destroyed, but it can converted into one form into another form. So if you are seeing here, we are giving the heat energy del Q. Due to some mechanical work, increase in volume, it gives some mechanical work. So the heat energy is converted into mechanical energy. Now a statement. Energy can neither created nor destroyed, but it it can convert to one form. It can convert from one form to another form. So the first law equation, del Q equal to del U plus del W. Del Q is the amount of heat we are adding in this cylinder. Del U is the sum of internal energy in this entire system, that is a cylinder. Del W is the amount of work done. So this one is the equation. So this work done may be negative or positive. How means, if we are giving a del Q amount of heat, if the volume increases, due to this increasing in volume, this piston get expand. So this process is called work done by the system. If a system is doing some work or expand its volume, then this type of system is called work. This type of work is called work done by the system. So in work done by the system, del W we are taking positive. But if the volume is expand, it means that if a system absorbs some amount of heat, then its volume is expand, and due to that, del W we are taking negative. So if a system absorbs some amount of heat, then this type of work we are called as work done on the system. So if we are taking work done on the system, means del W will be negative, and the equation will change like this. What about this del U? Del U is always, if we are giving more amount of energy, it will be positive. If there is less amount of energy, then there will be negative. Suppose if in a question they are giving the energy 5 kilojoule, means we have to just substitute the 5 kilojoule. We are not going to find out either it is negative or positive. In question they are given, we have to just substitute that value of energy. Now we are going to see the second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics. So the second law statement, it states that the entropy of any isolated system or of a universe always increases. So entropy of any isolated system or universe always increases. Under the second law of thermodynamics, there are two statements. First one is the Clausius statement, and second one is the Kelvin-Planck statement. So Clausius statement and second one is the Kelvin-Planck statement. Now Clausius statement. Before going to discuss the Clausius statement, we just know the concept what the Clausius statement are telling. So just see. Clausius statement. Clausius statement generally we are using in our work, talking about the heat engine. Okay, so this one is the TH, high temperature, TL is the low temperature. here is the Q amount of heat transfer from high temperature to low temperature, and there is a amount of energy, and this energy is converted into work done. Work done. So Clausius statement tell that for any heat engine, the total amount of heat energy or energy can't be equal to the work done for that system. So this means that if we are giving suppose 5 kilojoule amount of heat from high temperature to low temperature, so there is a 5 kilojoule of heat energy we are given. So this system or any heat engine can't given the same amount of work done, means 5 kilojoule of work done. So amount of energy is not equal to work done for any heat engine. Now Kelvin Planck statement. First know the concept. Mainly Kelvin Planck statement works for the heat pump. So suppose this TH high temperature. Now just see the concept what the Kelvin Planck statement saying that. Kelvin Planck statement uh, tell that for any system or for any heat pump spontaneously process, the heat can't be transferred from low temperature to high temperature. We know that, just you know the concept also. Suppose this one is a cup. In this cup there is tea, and this one is a glass. The glass is filled with cold water, and this tea is hot. So if we are contacting these two cup and this glass, then heat only transfer from this hot body, this hot tea to this cold water. The heat or can't be transferred from this cold water to this hot tea. So this one is mainly the concept of this Kelvin Planck. We are going to see the third law of thermodynamics. Third law of thermodynamics. Third law of thermodynamics states that entropy of a system approaches a constant value and zero for a perfect crystal at absolute zero temperature. So first we have to know the absolute zero temperature. Absolute zero temperature. Absolute zero temperature is temperature at 0 Kelvin. 0 Kelvin equal to minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. So the second term we have to know entropy. Entropy is a measure of disorderness of a system. So simply we can say measure of disorderness of a system. To understand entropy, just you say this is a cup filled with water. So this one is a water, hot water. Now disorderness talk about that in which direction the molecule of this water move fastly. So inside that glass there is a hot water and the vapor is releasing upward. So in this, with respect to this hot water, the vapor will release fast. So disorderness of this vapor is greater than this water. So this one is the that is called disorderness of a system. Unit for entropy is Kelvin, joule per Kelvin. Joule per Kelvin. That is joule per Kelvin. Okay. In SI unit. Now we are going to discuss zeroth law of thermodynamics. Zeroth law of thermodynamics. So zeroth law mainly talks about that when two bodies having a equality of temperature, means equal temperature, and when we are keeping a third body behind that body, then it will share a equal temperature in all three body. So mainly we say that all body or all that three bodies share a common property, that is temperature. So when two body are in equality of temperature, and if a third body kept with it, then they turn to have a equality of temperature. Now we are going to see the system and surrounding in thermodynamics. So system and surrounding. First we know the concept what is system and surrounding for thermodynamics. Just we see, suppose this one is a beaker filled with hot milk, or you can say cold milk. I am taking here hot milk. So this represents system, but outside of the system, a remaining part of this total is a universe. System plus surrounding gives a universe. So if this one is a system, then the remaining portion, this one is a surrounding for that beaker, and a wall that separate the system and surrounding we called as boundary. So this beaker here perform as a boundary. Now if you are giving definition of system, the part of universe which is under a study of heat, energy and work. Now the surrounding. The surrounding is the remaining part of the universe. Boundary. Boundary means separation of system and surrounding. So we know that whole universe What's equal to system plus surrounding. Now we are going to discuss about the different process of thermodynamics. So first one is isothermal process. Isothermal process means where the heat remain constant. So the process where the temperature remain constant. If you are seeing from the first law, del Q equal to del U plus del W. If you are giving a temperature constant, then del U, that is energy remain constant. So del U becomes 0. Now del Q equal to del W. Second process, isobaric process. In isobaric process, the pressure remain constant. So here pressure remain constant. Now third one is isochoric process. Isochoric process means the volume remain constant. Fourth one is cyclic process. So cyclic process talk about that process which is starting from at a point, and after performing or passing through different stages, it's again return back to its initial position. So just we see that a diagram, PV diagram. One, two, three, four. So there is a 4 stage. First stage, second stage, third stage, and this one is the fourth stage. Now see, from 1 to 2 first stage, 2 to 3 second stage, 3 to 4 third stage, and 1 to 4 first stage. So this process start from this point, first point, and after passing through different stages of a thermodynamics, it's again return back to its first point. So this process is called cyclic process. So the process which start from a point and passes through different stages of cycle, and again it return back to its original position. So that type of process we call as cyclic process. Now other topic, enthalpy. Enthalpy is just sum of the heat and the product of pressure and of volume. So you just see that enthalpy means the sum of heat energy and product of pressure and volume. That is, enthalpy is denoted by H equal to E plus PV. Other topic, just to see a specific heat capacity. A specific heat capacity. It is denoted by Cp. So a specific heat capacity is just an amount of energy which are required to rise 1 kg of a substance by 1 Kelvin. Suppose this one is a 1 kg of iron. So if we are giving some amount of heat, let's take X amount of heat we are giving on this 1 kg of iron to raise the temperature of this 1 kg of iron by 1 Kelvin. By 1 Kelvin. So that amount of heat, that is this X amount of heat which we are giving to rise the temperature of this 1 kg of iron by 1 Kelvin, that temperature or that amount of heat is called the specific heat capacity. So SI unit for a specific heat capacity is joule per kg per Kelvin. Now we are going to summarize the different process in a graph. So this one is a pressure, this one is a volume, this one is constant pressure. So this one is isobaric process. This one is constant volume, so isochronic process. This one is isothermal process. This one denotes the adiabatic process. So adiabatic process the process in which the heat remain constant. That process we call as adiabatic process. So heat remain constant. That is del Q equal to 0 in this case. Now we are going to, at last we are going to see the topics. Application of thermodynamics in engineering field. Let's first talk application of thermodynamics. So we know that thermodynamics is applicable in all engineering field. Just like mechanical, if you are taking the example of mechanical engineering, then we are just seeing in bike, automobiles and different vehicles. So the thermodynamics is applicable in automobile, bike and all vehicles. If we are seeing in the case of electrical, then we know that the refrigerator, heat engine, heat pump, all things are based on thermodynamics only, which are used in engineering field. Refrigerator, heat engine, heat pump, In the case of, if you are seeing in the case of aeronautical engineering, we know that the turbojet engine, turbofan engine, the engine which are used in aeroplane. So that performs the thermodynamic cycle only to convert the amount of heat into work done. So different jet engine. And like that, in different engineering field and in our daily life also we are using the thermodynamics. So thermodynamics is applicable in all around that. The today's session finish. In the next video we will see about the steady flow equation. So if you like my video, like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get more new video notification.